My Apron Essentials as a veteran server. We've been doing this for over 30 years, and I'm going to talk to you about what I carry every shift, the must-haves of a career server.
Okay.
What we want to do is set you up with a series of shows that will teach you how to
be a successful waiter.
Right, and
Yes.
more efficient, and
Yes.
do it with a clear head. Our next show, we're going to talk about keeping you out of the weeds.
Oh, nice.
And that's a part of the weeds, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Not having something will put you in the weeds.
So let's start it out. We're going to talk about what's in my apron. These are for faster service, cleaner tables, fewer mistakes, and better tips.
Yes.
And so this is my actual apron. I worked last night, and I'm not too particular about how I fold up my apron.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's always good to have more than one apron. I have
yeah.
about 3 to 4 in my car.
Nice.
And of course, we're going to start with
The book.
the server book.
That shit old? That motherfucker look old.
It's not, I actually had to replace it because my spine.
See, that means it's old.
No. I said I just replaced this.
Oh,
This
okay.
It was worse.
Oh, okay.
You know those waiters that have the books that look like it's been through, you
Yo,
know,
it-
1874.
It can bend in different directions all of a sudden. Yeah, it's
The
like,
ones that
yeah. Like, what have you been doing? You've been sitting on it on your way into work.
Bro, people get so attached to their books because it's really a part of the family.
True.
You know, it's like your kid and you can't give it up.
Didn't we do a show at Omar and was it Omar the one that had the super organized book?
He had,
Or was it somebody else?
He had one that this is just a check presenter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
He had a book, right?
he had a book with
It had the
pockets and
money.
sleeves
Yeah, it
and
was kinda cool.
Credit card stuff. It was too much.
It was way too much.
It was too much.
But I mean, it was kind of. It was like a go-go gadget book.
Maybe it wasn't too much. I think it was mostly a lot. To me, there were some things that were unnecessary.
Of course.
Because I'm not keeping I don't know how you people do it. I'm
you
not
people?
keeping money in my book. Money goes
Oh no,
in
that's
my pocket.
that is the worst. And people like then they lose their book or something, or they put it somewhere and they don't know what the hell they did.
and you lose your world.
They lose their mind. They put all. You have like if they're walking around like $1,000 in a book, like you're an idiot.
Yeah, no. 'Cause somebody can easily keep
Yeah.
that book out if they know that you have
Absolutely.
money in there. I'm not keeping money in my book. It goes in my pocket. Come fight me if you want to
Yeah,
get this money. 'Cause
exactly.
You're not getting
The
it.
only time there's money in a book is when a guest gave it to me right away and I put it in the apron and I'm doing stuff. As soon as I get back to that station, that shit goes right in my pocket.
Not even that. Oh, well, like the book has the money in
Yeah,
it
like the
already,
guest hands
but
you
that's
the book.
not my book.
No, that's what I mean.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
see
talking
what
about
you're
leaving
saying.
it in.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
for me personally,
Okay.
the only time it's ever in a book is when I'm getting it and I'm running around and then I'll go, as soon as I hit the side station, it goes right into the pocket.
That's true.
Because I don't want to put it right in the pocket right in front of the guests. I feel like that's a little, there's
No.
nothing wrong with it, but I feel it's like, it's just a little.
Because you need it separated in case there's a short or an overage. You keep it separate
Exactly.
from what's happening.
Yes.
So you need to inventory and
know
put
exactly
that
what's
in
going
your-
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know what's
without
going on
a
with your money.
Always.
At all times.
Always. I'm never uncomfortable collecting that
No.
money. Some people like run away and sign. I need you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll stand there if need be. I know it seems uncomfortable. I do that with separate checks.
Yeah.
Beside the point. In my apron this is just what, it's a check presenter. Nothing, I'm not going to go on Amazon and have a special book with sleeves and things like that. This works just fine. It's going to fit in my apron because some of those, they're kind of hefty.
They're bigger too. Yeah, they're a little bit fatter and they're thicker and then they're wider. So they might not even fit in the apron naturally. It's kind of weird.
They got zip parts and
Yeah,
stuff.
extra.
I don't need that.
It's extra.
I don't need that. And I never even use this. You could see where the credit card holder used to be. I never use those things.
Yeah, they come off half the time.
It's nice to know that the thing is on there.
I love it when it's there.
You know, when it's
I love
there.
a fresh book.
But
Oh, man.
I always take the card out and put it in the
Yes, because you don't want to lose the card.
Right.
You remember back in the day? You remember how many times we used to I remember one time we had a card was in the thing. Remember, and it slipped into the thing, and we couldn't find it. Remember that?
We had a thing. This is where the credit
Yes.
card holder is. But some of them would kind of go inside the false.
Yes.
And it'll be inside the book.
Inside the book.
We were tearing the place apart looking for
trash, everything. Remember
It
that
was
day? Yo, it was
inside
in
the
the book.
doggone
And they
book.
even left. I remember the guests left,
Yeah.
and we found it after the fact. Like, yo, it was in the
We
book
had to
the
call
whole
them.
time.
It's unreal. Unreal to me. And so, yeah, I keep a pen inside the book. Everybody does. And then I have, whether it's printed or not, this is all the liquors that we serve.
Yeah.
and it's categorized, whiskey, bourbon,
your little cheat
scotch,
sheet,
and things like that. My little cheat sheet. And you can have one for the menu, but I know my menu. But if you don't,
it's a great tool, especially for new servers. And we like to teach people that are just starting off in the game.
Right.
Yeah, those are great tools. Something like that kind of fits in your book. Whether it be your menu or, like you said, if you're new to drinks, or you just turned 21 or something like that, and you don't really drink or whatever. It's always good to know what's going on in your restaurant and what you have available.
100%.
Yes.
If I went to a new place, I'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Because things are unfamiliar to you, and you want to have.
You want to move quickly.
Flow.
Yeah, you want to have an answer right away. You don't want to walk away from the table and be like, "Let me go find out for you," or have to look at a menu and look like an idiot.
And you look just as competent when maybe not just as, but you do look competent when you're referring to
100%.
the thing. It gives them the security of saying, okay, he has the knowledge, he's accessing the information, and then here you go.
Yeah.
And I always have when my server checkbooks comes down to like 4 or 5 pages, I'll throw it away.
Yeah.
I don't like the feel of being thin. You know
really?
what I mean?
Okay.
I just don't like it.
I love those checkbooks, so I use them all the way to the end.
Okay, here's something that's very important to me. You feel that?
Yes.
I don't like the paper ones.
No. I like the cardboard ones.
Right.
I used to make Marlon bring me those checkbooks.
Because they're sought after.
They're the best.
When I work at a place that has like the flimsy paper ones and the thing, I don't like it. It feels horrible.
Yes.
I don't like it. And then this is just some omelet cards that we have for brunch. I just like to keep them on me. I don't switch things out, but it's very basic.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a credit card, I put it right down here so it's nice and secure. Nothing's worse than losing someone's credit card.
Oh my God, that's the most terrifying thing ever.
It really, I've done it. It happened all of us.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about it. And we talked about an instance that just happened. I mean, that was real time.
All right. And then, so I keep my book on one side.
Okay.
And then I have a whole gang of crap on the other side. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, besides the server book, it's going to be very important to have the tools of the trade.
Yes.
Next up is the lighter.
Boom.
And are you particular about what kind of lighter?
No, I mean, I got gifted a lighter from a bartender. And I like it. It's like one of those ones that they actually take butane and it's like a torch, but it's not like a torch. It works like a lighter, but it spits out like a torch. So it looks kind of like that.
All right.
Little bit. But I think mine is gas. That's electric, right? The thing. I don't know.
No.
That's a flame, right?
Right.
Mine was the.
Okay.
Makes that noise.
You have people might know it more of like a cigar lighter.
Yes.
It's a butane and it's powered. And
yeah.
The issue is when you're actually lighting things, it could blow out the flame that it's trying to create. That's why I don't like them, because they're efficient at lighting cigars.
Yes.
And cigarettes and things like that. Or your crack pipe. Whatever. Not judging, right? But it's not very efficient at lighting candles.
True.
And we light candles.
That's all we do.
That's all we do. And so...
Those are the best.
This is nice because we happen to have lamps on our tables that are inside a shallow bowl.
Yeah.
And I just got this from a manager. He gifted it to me. And without this neck, you got to stick your hand in there or pull the
thing out and put it in.
The thing out and put it in, and it's kind of cumbersome.
And if you drop it the wrong way,
it goes right out.
It goes right out.
And so this goes, bam,
right in there. Those are perfect. Yeah. That's like it's set up pretty much like a grill lighter.
Right, but a shorter version.
Yes.
I like this. Any distance away from the source of what you're trying to light is so much better. So it's not like I can't do without the neck, but it's really good to have.
It helps.
Now, what else do you, besides, I do a flashlight.
You do.
Okay, you don't? I'm guessing you don't.
I don't, because your phone has it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're giving the guest your phone?
No, they use their own phone. Everybody has a phone now. That's the problem with technology.
It's not the problem with technology.
But I like the gesture that you're saying. I like the idea. I know why you use the flashlight.
Okay.
And I love it. For the exact reason why the guest will pull out the phone, you already have it ready. It makes you look efficient, which it does. If you're showing something or if you're looking for something across the board, it makes sense. I just don't have one.
Everybody has a phone. I get that. But we are trying to, especially in elevated dining,
Yes.
we want to separate the
Your
phone from
for the
our
people,
dining
100%.
experience as much as we can.
Yeah.
And so I'm not encouraging anyone to look at a menu on the phone.
No.
I'm not encouraging them to look at...
Like I said, I get it. I know why you do it. Oh, you're telling people why. Go ahead, keep telling them.
Well, here's the thing. The flashlight has to resemble the shape of a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you why. Because anything bigger is going to be too bulky.
True, for your apron, absolutely.
Right. And it's going to just... The pen flashlight, the pen light, is the best.
The best.
And so this one is... This made by Olight. It's a little too small. I can't find it in my apron.
Yes.
But the good thing is I like to clean with it. When I'm sweeping, it has two brightnesses. It has that bad boy.
Okay, which is good for
and it has that bad boy.
Nice. That's good for cleaning.
Yes.
The other one's good for reading.
100%.
I like where your head's at.
They're pricey though.
Yeah.
They have one that's perfect, and I didn't buy it because I didn't want to spend that much money on work. Mm-hmm. But the flashlight is very, very, very good. It needs to be somewhat compact. And this one is a fun one. It's a flashlight,
Spotlight flashlight, yeah.
a black light,
And then a pointer.
and a laser pointer.
Yeah.
But the laser pointer is very fun, and I'm not sure if you can see that because you can.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can dial in different.
Oh, that's cool. You can make it bigger too. Yeah. See the smile face and the star and the yeah.
And so the laser pointer is just fun for whatever kids and things like that. What's that?
Shits and giggles.
We work with tablecloths.
Yes.
At one of our spots, and it's very essential to have
The crumber.
A crumber. I don't know what they're really called, if they're called a crumber, but this bad boy.
And that's a good one.
It had a little thing to keep
The clip?
like
Yeah,
the clip. I wouldn't recommend the clip because it
breaks.
Put it in your apron. You put it on the thing, it's gonna catch on something and it's gonna break off anyway. Get yourself a sturdy crumber because the other ones will bend and then they're not efficient anymore. But a lot of places don't have tablecloths.
So
right?
yeah.
So but.
I think solid.
The next one that I recommend is an EDC knife. I don't keep it in my apron, but I keep it in my pocket. Mm-hmm. And it's very handy because as a server, we're always opening.
He better cut somebody's ass. Look at him.
Well, this is my get my pen back knife. But we're opening boxes all the time.
True, yes.
We're opening stubborn coffee bags and things like that. And it's so much easier.
Or like flaps for like the linen and stuff like that. The binders, all those.
Yeah, there's binders when you have clips of
towels
and things like that. And this comes in handy. I use it almost every single day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be this big, but something with a sharp blade that comes back in and that you can carry it. I mean, I really don't use it for any personal security or anything like that. But it's good to have. And I always carry it, and you cannot see it because my apron covers it. Mm-hmm. And the knife is so handy.
No, it's beautifully efficient.
Right. And people know I have it, and they come to me. So, get your own. Next one I recommend, and it's a little bit hypocritical, is the phone. Right? But not for flashlight reasons. I recommend the phone because...
Information. You know, because people ask all the time, where's there good to go? And even if you know where there's good to go, you want to you might not know that what their happy hour special is, or how far away they are, or how they might get there. All those little things that people need.
Right. The phone used to be very taboo.
Yeah.
In the restaurant, get off your phone, because we're not necessarily. I'm not surfing anything, but I can help the guest readily, and I'm not talking about using it in the dining room. By the way, I'm talking about stepping away in a corner, looking something up. And
then giving them information.
Right. Or if the chef uses a word or term or ingredient that I want to expand my knowledge on and he's busy, I can look that up. Or for calculating purposes, it is such a wonderful tool to have. However, I don't keep it in my apron necessarily. I keep it on a shelf, only because I really don't want to have my phone on me.
Yeah.
Because my pants are a little tight and it's it's a little uncomfortable. My Apron already has a lot of stuff, so I keep it on the shelf, and it's good for reference.
Yes.
Next, obviously, pens, okay? And I'll show you the difference between the pens that I like and the pens that I actually use for work.
Do you have one of my pens in there?
I have a bunch of your pens in here. Maybe. We'll see. We'll find out. Pens. I love Click pens that are metal.
Yes, he does.
Metal Click pen.
Black. He only uses a black pen.
I only use black ink pens. Whole other show.
Yes.
I hate, loathe entirely blue ink. It's just one of my things. I don't like blue ink pens, but I do like metal Click pens. The reason is,
He don't bring those to work though, because they're gonna take those.
yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. But they last a long time.
Yeah.
You can refill them. If this drops,
You hear it.
not just you'll hear it, it will survive.
True.
If you drop a plastic pen and it breaks, the thing
you're
is
done.
going to explode
Yeah.
because it won't hold together anymore. But Click pens are much better because, well, I wouldn't say much better. There's two schools of thoughts, and I'll tell you both. I prefer the Click pen because once you retract it, you won't get the leaks.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like the separate caps.
Oh, that's the worst.
Because they feel like when they present that with a checkbook, they take and keep the cap. The customer won't take
the
it
pen.
without the cap. So it's a little device. I've never used it because it's less moving parts for me.
Yeah.
You want the pen, take.
Yeah, if you're gonna take it, you're gonna take it.
Yeah, right. And this is me flush. I don't know where I got I know where I got these because I acquired them.
Yeah.
I had a big party where it was 15 people, 10 people, 15 people.
For a party. I think,
and 30
yeah.
checks.
Yeah.
Like everybody paid with
Yes,
two credit
yes,
cards.
yes.
So I needed a bunch of pens. And then I just never gave them back.
He ran away with them.
Right. And I do happen to have a flat opener.
Oh, okay.
But it's not usually it was a gift. And I just haven't
Very
placed
nice.
it in
Put in the fridge.
house.
Yeah.
Portugal.
I love it.
And
Surge.
Sergio went to Portugal, got me one of these bad boys. And it is a conversation starter. And it's flat and, and it's magnetic, so I'm able to keep it. And so far, I haven't taken it out of my pen. Now, very important, same wine key.
Those are the best kind.
Tell us why.
So they have the double hinge.
Boom, boom.
So when you're opening something, and then they have the knife on the back. It's not one of the ones you gotta where you have to wrap it around and do this little serrated thing that's on the other end. And it's the double hinge though that is the key to the universe.
I hope this is the most popular, and I really hope you're not going in with the...
Oh my God, the screw with the those are the worst. You
The
should
one with the
no server or bartender should use those at all. They should only be in your house as a last resort because what they do have, it's a double tool. So they have that on the end, so it pops bottles and it pops.
Right.
But that does it as well. I'm not saying it doesn't, but for the everyday people, we understand if you have it. Okay. Now, if you're in the business and you don't have one of these, you need to be good friends with your liquor rep already if you're not, because...
Or just go buy one.
Or go buy one. They're not that expensive, but I don't think honestly, the last one I bought is the one that's on that wall, and I bought it for the show. And but I've never bought a wine key, and I have a liquor rep that every time she would come in, she would give me a wine key. And
That's
she goes,
fantastic.
Yeah, Suzanne.
Yeah.
She's probably going to listen to me and be like, yeah, that's me.
This is a little worse for wear because it has some miles on it. You could tell.
I'll get you one next time I see Suzanne. She'll got you. I'll make sure I get you a fresh one.
Yo, dude, I got like 3. I got one in my
Stop
trunk.
telling on yourself.
Listen, I got one in my trunk. You never know when you're going to need to open up a bottle of wine. And I have 2 in the bar right here.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so here's what I like about this particular wine key or this style of wine key. Some wine keys have an auger and not a worm, okay? This one's the worm, I believe. And it dives into the cork much more efficiently than the auger. The auger tends to spread the cork out. And the auger is going to be on that style. That usually has...
The pull-up? Okay.
Yeah, you know the difference, right? And then this is what we call a 2-stage.
Yes.
When you're inserting into the bottle, this is all the way down, and then you're going to need to catch that first lip to pull that out, and then
the
catch
second
the
lip
second lip
to pull it out.
To pull it out.
This way, that's how you don't lose corks. Because when you do it
One of the ways.
Yeah, it's one of the ways. Like, let's say you started at the top and then you don't have that kind of leverage, it'll break the cork halfway through, and you always run into issues because you're not deep enough.
And okay, so some particularly older bottles, or some bottles have a longer than usual cork. And so you have to seat this all the way down. And when you get to the second stage, you don't pull with that. You pull separately, but you want to keep it vertical as much as possible. And when it gets to the last stage, it tends to kick out on a little bit of an angle. So you want to grab it and pull straight up to keep that cork intact as much as possible. Because once you introduce a little angle, it's going to go. And a little pro tip. This edge always is serrated.
Rated. I love it.
I don't like
I like the serrated.
it. Chews up the foil.
It does.
Okay?
But I usually pull the foil right off.
Yeah, but once you pull the foil right off, but once you're using it to go around the neck of the bottle, because some of these are really aggressive.
True.
With the
some are
serration.
like super serrated.
Right.
Yeah.
So
now they do have ones like that have just the flat line too. That are nice and sharp.
I use a knife sharpener and I grind these down and I make them smooth. And it glides and it's much more efficient and it doesn't end up chewing up the cork. Chewing up the foil and leaving bits everywhere.
Gotcha.
So if you want to do that, that's a good tip for you out there. And so that is what's in my apron. Have I forgotten anything?
No.
That's basically, you don't want to carry too many things.
If
I missed anything, please let me know. And if you're on YouTube, leave it in the comments. If you're listening on audio, you can follow me at The Modern Waiter Podcast on TikTok or Instagram, or email me. I'm themodernwaiter@gmail.com. And then we'll take your information and we'll deal it out to everybody else.
We'll give it to the world.
We do this for you each and every week. That is what's in my apron. I'm Marlon Joseph, The Modern Waiter.
I'm Danny Villain. Subscribe, people.
We will see you next week.
Later.